Welcome back, Swamplings. I'm your boy Jay Shrek, and I've got a brand new review of another show for you guys today. As many of you may already know, DC has dropped their streaming service and is available for purchase. They have some exclusive shows for this service, and Titans, the live action series, now has their first episode available for viewing. I do know that this streaming service isn't available in all countries, and because of that, Titans is coming to Netflix instead in those countries. So, just about everybody that may or may not be interested in watching this show can have a chance to do so. Before I go any further, I do want to warn you that I will be getting into details within the show a little bit. So, if you haven't seen the first episode yet and don't want it spoiled, then it would be better for you to just leave and come back after you have. Otherwise, let's dive right into the episode. Starting right off in the beginning, we get a good taste of the two primary characters of this episode, Rachel Ross, who is Raven, and Dick Grayson, who is Robin and soon to be Nightwing. Dick Grayson is an investigator in a police department in Detroit who likes working alone due to his departure and mistrust of his former partner Bruce Wayne, Batman from Gotham. And I can say there are definitely plenty of Gotham name drops and mentions of Batman throughout the episode. Even the Joker gets brought up, so we know that the Joker does exist in this timeline for sure. But Grayson decides to break out into his Robin costume one night to take out some drug dealers, but the dealers are actually more afraid of Batman than him, and they specifically mention that. And that really pisses Robin off, and he just gets into he really is just a moody mess, and now trying to keep his head straight and everything, which is where we get that F-bomb that was dropped within that trailer, all about Batman and everything. But it really all makes sense and doesn't seem all that forced to make the show really all that edgier. At the same time, we do start to get into the story of Rachel, who lives in Traverse City with her guardian and attends school, but her guardian is afraid of the evil that is within Rachel, and she doesn't even know, and Rachel herself doesn't even know much about this, and she just doesn't have full control of these whatever powers that she has as of yet. And her guardian gets killed, murdered, and when Rachel finds out about that, she leaves town and finds out that there are people that are after her. And at the same time, you start to get a little bit of the story of Starfire's character, and she is introduced into the show as well. Starfire's character, she is in Austria. She doesn't even remember anything. It's like she just had a really, really bad night, or she literally doesn't even remember who she is. And just her character arc is just very interesting because at the end she finds out that the people that she was dealing with and everything and talking to throughout the episode and everything are actually the people that are hunting down Rachel, like they found her and everything. And at the end of the episode, we get that first quick glance at Beast Boy as well. We don't get to see too much. What is it? He's in a gaming store or whatever. He is taking some video games or whatever, as a tiger and the security guard gets scared and everything. It's crazy, but I could definitely say for sure that this episode is very unique, and it really did grasp my attention a lot more than I really thought it would. The story arc is compelling. The characters so far seem pretty good. The casting choices are a lot better than I thought, especially on Dick Grayson. There is a lot to love about this episode and the show so far, but in ways it does almost mostly feel like a darker, edgier version of Arrow a little bit. Like, that's not a bad thing, but with Greg Berlanti on a project like this, you're going to get some of that Berlanti feel in the show. And the episode really does start off kind of slow, but I can really see myself enjoying the show in the long run, and I can't wait to see more of the season's plot to unveil. The episode was a good introduction to the characters, and it really did leave us hanging just enough with some questions about what is going on exactly. And I know some of the big fans of Titans probably already know exactly what is going on, but others like me who never really read the comics are just excited to find out more. As a pilot, this episode surely does cover what it needs to, and I can't wait till Friday for more. That's all I have to say about Titans. I just wanted to make my upload schedule a little clearer at this point, just so everybody knows when to expect my content. Every Sunday, I will always try to have an album review and a Titans episode review upload. I don't have an album review ready for today because the album I wanted to cover, I am still trying to gather my thoughts on that. So you'll probably see that later. On Monday, I will upload my Who Talk video, which is just my review and discussion about the latest Doctor Who episode. That episode is airing tonight, so I can't wait for that. But on Wednesdays, I'm gonna either try to have a challenge video or kind of like my Mindless Zombie challenge video that I uploaded last week, or an album review, which is probably what I'm gonna be uploading this week. That album that I want to cover and talk about. On Thursdays, you can count on there being a new ranking video, though, every week. That is my upload schedule. I will post over on my new Facebook page my upload schedule, just so you don't forget. You can go to that page listed. I will have that in the description below, and you can keep up with my updates over there, as well as on other social media. You can follow me on Twitter at Outcast092 to keep up with me over there as well. If you enjoyed this video, then slam that thumbs up button, comment below what you think of Titans so far, and subscribe and click that bell icon to stay up to date with all things roaring in the media. Jay Shrek, now logging off.